Manu, I'm curious though. You invest in upstarts, upcoming brands, and you're actually a seed investor, which is like, even before these companies get scale, you're putting your money inside those companies. I'm curious, what do you see? What do you look for? And maybe if you can provide an example of a company that you invested in which did well, what did you see in them? And what were those early indicators that made you invest?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so the definition of the stage at which we come in keeps changing with every passing year. But we are typically investors coming in before the company has revenues. I don't want to claim that it's not a subjective call. It is to a great extent a subjective call, and the subjectivity lens from our view on the founding team first and foremost, and their ability to execute. Right. The second important thing for us is to look at the category and the opportunity in that specific category for which they're building. The third thing that matters to us is, at least to begin with, we like to have the product ready. So it may not be on the shelves or on the Shopify or Amazon platforms, but we would like to see at least an MVP of the product ready. We have our own distributor and retailer network, and these are sort of second gen folks who are fairly savvy with data, and we ship these products to them with the background and the price points and all of that, and get a fairly good high level check of whether this product will work at this price point in the Indian market, right? So that's the first level of sense check. The second thing that we do is we have our own consumer panel of about 500 consumers spread across the country. And when we get a product or brand, we carve out, let's say, 20 consumers who would be the target audience for this brand or product. We ship it to them, or if the website's ready, then we do some mystery shopping. And then we get into in-depth interviews with these guys to get a sense of how was the product, how was the packaging, how was the unpacking, how was the first use, repeat use, what do you think of the price and all of that, and build a view, right? So some of these things, and then an overall view on the segment, category, etc., is something that we do with primary and secondary research, and then we've got a bunch of experts who've been doing this for a while, either in the startup ecosystem or in large corporates, who kind of advise us to the fund. And oftentimes, they just pick up the phone and say, Manu, this is an absolute stupid idea because we've seen this fail for these reasons, or we've seen it fail in an analogous market, and you should be wary of this, etc. But once all of these sort of boxes are checked, that's when we go ahead and we make an investment behind these. And for us, we generally believe that consumer is not as risky an asset class as tech is, because when you build a brand, you build something of value. So there are several buyers for these kind of brands. Some of them may scale, some of them may be mid-scale or even small scale, but there are buyers at every stage for these brands. So we're able to get some value for these.